right. Hello and welcome to Missn Joy's Spiritual Life Advice channel. I am Missn Joy and I am here today to do your love and soulmate connection reading for Capricorn for April 1st through the 7th. Love and soulmate connection reading, because I am a loving kind of lady, so I read only for love, and I only read for love connections. That means if you're single, this video is not for you, and yet if you are connected to someone spiritually, your soulmate, and you are not actually together in the physical, this still may be for you. It's just gonna be that if you're in that love, you're married, you're living together, you're lovers, you claim each other, you love each other, that's your boo thing, that's your person, then this would be for you. So this is for couples, soul and love connections. I do not read reversals here. Oh wait, let me go back. My readings are gender fluid. There are wonderful same-sex couples out there, and you are all welcome here. So you may be a female with masculine energy or a male with feminine energy. This is for you. You just take it how you want it, whatever resonates with you. I do not read reversals here. I use many different decks to clarify during my reading, so I do not read reversals. I do not tell you who you were dealing with. I will not tell you were dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, because that may confuse you. A lot of people don't know their own Sun, Moon, Rising, and Virgo placements as well as not knowing their partner's Sun, Moon, Rising, and Virgo place, Venus placement. So you may be, are y'all dealing with a Virgo out there though? Because I did say Virgo just then. Okay, we're not doing that. But like I said, you may be with a Virgo and you think because I said Aquarius, that may not apply to you, but that person may have a Venus in Aquarius. So that's why I don't do that. I don't want to confuse you. If this is your message, I want you to receive the right message. That being said, if this is not the message for you, you just don't know who the hell and what I'm talking about, then this is not your message. There are lots of wonderful readers, light workers up here on YouTube. Feel free to find somebody who does resonate or vibe with you. All right, let's get started. Welcome, Spirit. Welcome. Thank you for being with us here. I do pre-shuffle very extensively and meditate with my cards quite extensively. And then I do a small pre-shuffle while we're going, because everybody wants to see you shuffle. Get those energies into those cards. We're going to take that as the overall energy. All right, we got a strength card going on there. That's the strength card. That good, strong Leo energy for the overall reading. Overall energy of the relationship here. That is wonderful. A good, strong relationship. Strength. Okay. Okay. Alright, I do not do a Celtic cross spread or anything like that. I simply do, the first row will be the overall energy and situation of the relationship. The second of all will be the overall energy, situation, and mind state of the masculine. And the third row will be the overall energy, situation, and mind state of the feminine. Alright. Capricorn. April 1st through 7th. Capricorn, love and soul connections for April 1st through 7th. Capricorn, love and soul connections for April 5th through the 7th. Spirit, angels, guardians, gods and goddesses, ancestors, be with us and deliver us the message that you want to send to Capricorn. For love and soulmate connections, April 1st through the 7th. All right, let's go. We've got the Empress card. All right. We've got the Ace of Wands. Oh, and we've got the Devil card. Maybe a toxic situation going on, some a little codependence, but I mean, sometimes codependence can work if you got what I need and you got what I need. And I got what you need, then everybody can get what they need out of the situation. All right, Spirit. Let me get a row for the representing the energy for the masculine. Please give me some information about the energy for the masculine. Give me some information about the energy for the masculine. Please give us a message about the energy for the masculine. We got the Knight of Wands. Lord have mercy. And the Nine of Wands. And then we got the, yeah, that's, you know, and I keep saying this in every reading, so it gets repetitive to me, but I have to keep in mind this is the first time that I'm speaking to my Cappies, my Capricorns. So, I'm seeing that, you know, they're working on it, and then it's a journey. No matter what you do in life, it's a learning experience, and it's a journey. So all of my masculines, the overall theme, I've not seen one reading yet where I get the energy and the message from spirit that masculine is just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna be this hoe, I'm gonna be that hoe. I haven't got that. I got that they're working on it. They're, and that's what I'm getting here. Yes, Knight of Wands. That's the player card. So he's rushing in with Knight of Wands, but yet, we've got the Nine of Wands here. So there's been a battle. He's beat up. He's bruised up, but he's got the rest of those wands behind him, and just that one in his hand, and he's looking back like, what the fuck was I thinking? What the fuck was I thinking? What was I thinking? Let me, you know, because you got the Empress up here. And then, so the intention, the work, to do the work is there, but there's some toxicity going on. But there's the Eight of Pentacles. So, I mean, he's working on it. And there are coins to show for his work. There are rewards to show for his work, but he's still working on it. All right. Let's see what the feminines got going on. Let's see what the feminines got going on. Okay. Up, she's about ready to cut somebody off. We got the two of wands here. I mean, two of swords here. We've got the two of swords. I don't know what that was playing over here. I don't know what is going on. Excuse me, people. I don't know what's going on with my playlist, and I can't work like that. Back. Alright, let's go here. Alright. I don't know, it's funny that this is the first card coming on, ladies and gentlemen, my Cappies, my Capricorns. Let me tell you something. That's Denise Williams free that's coming on. Bless your hearts. Come on, give me some information, Spirit, for the energy of the feminine. Some information for the energy of the feminine. I'm going to pull here in a minute. Give me some information for the energy of the feminine. We need at least 2 more cards for the energy. State of mind of the feminine. Capricorn. April 1st through the 7th, Spirit. Okay. The Magician. You got it. You can do it. You can do it. You know. You might have to work your jelly a little bit to get things popping and moving in the way you want them. Okay. And we got the 6 of Wands. So, you're going to be victorious. You're going to find your balance. And sometimes we need to do this because we've got the Two of Swords, the Magician, and the 6 of Wands that's come up here. So, you're going toward your victory. You're being celebrated. You're definitely being celebrated because your masculine knows that you are the Empress up here. But actually what I'm getting, no, Spirit said no, okay. He's feeling insecure and defensive about this situation. Are you pregnant, Sam? We're pregnant and it's not been a great situation going on, so, or it's not really the time right now, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. And you're thinking if he doesn't start acting right, you're going to cut this fool off. But hang in there. All right, let's get some clarification. Let's start where we started, with this Empress card. Gonna take that. We know about the Empress, the Chariot. So there's positive forward movement. Yeah, and I'm gonna Star card. And the Three of Swords. Yeah, so there's been some heartache. This is it's been a toxic, painful situation. Or that's what you're coming out of. A toxic and painful situation there. There's some codependence going on. Let's see what this is about. I want a little more clarification. That's too many, Spirit. That is too many. All right. Seven of Cups. I'm sorry, this is for here. The Seven of Cups. So you're going to make something happen. I mean, there's good luck coming to you. There's good luck coming to you. But then again, we have, okay, we have the Page of Cups and the Two of Swords. Yeah, he's going to end some toxic behavior here. I'm going to take that. What do we have? We have the Knight of Swords. Again, we got the Knight of Wands. Yeah. Let me do a little more clarifying. And then we got the Knight of Wands. So there's been some frivolous behavior. Oh, but we're going to be okay. We got the Ten of Pentacles. And I'm going to take them as they came. The Six of Pentacles. And the Nine of Cups. Oh, so we're very nurturing feminine here. We're very, very wonderful, loving, nurturing feminine. And while masculine is worried, he knows he has to cut off this toxic behavior from the past. You know, he's just been lucky. He's just been very, very lucky that nothing horrible has happened. And, you know, this Empress has brought him to the realization you know, that he has a lot more to give than he realized. That, you know, he needs to deal with self. All right. He needs to have some spiritual awakening going on here. And he's the Page of Cups. He's just learning. He's going from the Knight of Wands to being the Page of Cups here. And so he's learning how to give of himself and to think of others. He's got to cut off this toxic behavior from the past. Because although he's been lucky, he knows. You know, he knows. Because he's scared. He's scared. First we had the Nine of Wands. And he's looking back like, yeah, I came out of the battle okay, but that shit was a struggle behind me. Look at all them rods he had, all them wands he had to use just to get through that back there. And he doesn't want to go back. That's also blocking the way back. He doesn't want to go back. That's fear back there. He don't want to go back to that. He needs to cut that behavior off. Whatever this was that was going on, that he was doing, this Empress has brought him to a realization. And maybe... And to me, that's what this says. Is we have down here, we've got the family, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, all the way down here. So take your time, feminine, and you've done it. You've cut off, and sometimes this has to be a threat, and that's what I got. Well, actually, when I laid that card down, and I was like, well, wait, let me not say anything right then. When I put that Two of Swords down, you know, sometimes we got to tell that masculine look. I'm gonna go. If you can't get a hold on this that's hurting me, if you can't get a hold on this toxic situation, whatever this is, this addiction, whatever's got you binded, this addiction, whatever this is, that, you know, you can't get away from this, because you've just been lucky up till now that you've made it through whatever this situation is. And, you know, I'm going to cut you off. But a lot of times, then they know, you know, that's the Ten of Pentacles. That's the happy family. You don't want to lose his family. So he's going to get it together. He's going to cut off this piece. He's coming in as the Knight of Wands, which is, you know, he's trying to get it together. Because the Knight of Wands, like I said, that's Mr. Player card. So, you coming in and you, with the Page of Cups, is learning to offer his love, learning to be giving of himself just in the beginning stages. He's still got a long way to go, but he doesn't want to go back to where he was at all. He wants to cut that past out. He wants that to go away. He wants that to go away. And, like I said, here we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Swords and the King of Wands on top of that. So, I mean, he's gonna be successful. Like I said, he just has to cut out that past success, but he has to be careful not to go right back into the old. That's clarify some more, because I don't want him to go back. Masculine, don't go back into patterns of your old behavior. Don't backslide. You know, don't backslide. Don't do all this work and have all these battles and decide I'm cutting this off. It can be a cycle. This is an addiction to something or someone, and I'm hoping that it's not another person that's pregnant that is represented here. That okay, yeah, you're gonna end up with these. You're gonna end up just being stabbed in the back. That's the Ten of Swords. You don't go back into that cycle. Oh my goodness. This is not. Oh my, Capricorn. Whew. I'm actually going to take, but it's a soulmate connection. It's a soulmate connection. But that doesn't mean that if he's not going to come out of this, if he's not going to come out of this addiction, if he's just going to go right back, if he's going to come out of being the Knight of Wands and just go right and just go on to being the king of, I mean, because he doesn't, my. All right, once again, and then you're going to, wow. Don't mess up this happy home. Don't let her get away from whatever that is in your past, masculine. Whatever this is in your past that's going to, let me see, let me clarify. Give me a message about some clarification about the Ten of Pentacles. And that's weird that I even ever have to ask for clarification on a happy card, but I've got the Page of Pentacles. And then give me some more clarification here. Oh. And the King of Pentacles. Okay, well, we've got the High Priestess down here, and the Nine of Cups, the King of Pentacles. So, still feminine, you're going to come out victorious. In this situation, you're going to come out victorious. There may be, as with any addiction that's being fought, there may be some times when he may regress back to whatever it was. Because this addiction, it's like a noun, honey. It can be a person, place, or thing. It can be addicted to anything from another female. It could be this Empress, this situation. Because as I said in one of my other readings, you can be addicted to drama. So if there's somebody in his past, maybe a baby mama. Because see, that's what I get. When I see the Empress come up in the first position and not down here with the feminine, I'm seeing that there's something in the past. I'm seeing that there's a pregnancy, or it's either a mother. It could be a mom. It's a mother figure. So either his mother, so feminine, this is either your mother-in-law that you're looking at, or a baby mama. Somebody from the past that he already has a child with. That there's some type of unhealthy connection and addiction to, that he's focused all his energy and everything into that before. But he's got to come out of that and leave that behind, because it's doing nothing but hurting him. He's got to cut that off so that he can grow out of being this Page of Cups and hopefully come into being, you know, a lot more loving and caring and giving of himself, because he's trying. He's just been lucky up till now. And so I'm thinking that's what that is. When this is saying this is luck, this is speaking to me more on that's what I'm getting from Spirit. Spirit is saying, yes, this is a mother of his child, a baby's mama, an ex. And he's got to look, that's the situation has done nothing but hurt him. It's an addiction, you know. It could be a sexual addiction, or that there's something sexually about her that he's can't get away from or keeps going back to. Let me clarify one more card, and then we're going to move on to an advice oracle. But in the end, you've got this. You've got, you know, you got everything in your femme. You're looking great. All right, femme, you're looking wonderful down here. You got the Magician. You can work this situation. You're the High Priestess. You know, you can work this situation, and you're going to come out on top. You just have to have this strength. Have strength. You just got to have strength. Like I said, I want clarification on one, actually two. And actually, I didn't do... Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Where did you go? Okay. All right. Yeah. And he tried there. He tried there. And it just wasn't... It wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough there. That's what that is. That's a past situation. A female from the past. And he may want to keep trying, but you can't. That's a toxic situation. You will never, that will never be. And he will get it. He may run back a few times, but he will get it. He will break out of that, because he's steady getting beat up. And he's looking back like he's scared. He don't even want to go back. He don't want to deal with that. Page of Wands. See? That's, yeah, that's an old, immature, he's outgrown this situation. And he's really just been lucky. Not that it did not. So, yeah, and he's finding balance. He's going to find balance instead of just being lucky. Right, he didn't know what he was getting himself into with this person. He did not know. And it was just, yeah, and you can't make that person happy. He can't make her happy. He couldn't please her. And he kept trying and he kept trying. And it's just going to take some time before he realizes that this was bad. Give me one more. And see, that Chariot said that she took him somewhere. Yep, see? And the Chariot, yes, he's moving away from that situation. See, that's great. I didn't want to leave my masculine looking like that. Sometimes you just gotta... Right. And now there's the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. There's balance here. Loving, giving, caring. It's going to be all right. All right. The worst is over. I mean, but like I said, he may run back a few times, Sam. But all in all, he's working on clearing out. He's been lucky, and he knows he's been lucky. And I know that this situation has hurt both you and him. And he is hurting himself more than anything else, because like I said, twice he's had the Nine of Wands to come up here. And he's bruised and battered. You know? He's bruised and battered. He's looking back at those other 8 wands like, I don't even want to go. I don't even want to go back there. That was too much of a battle, too much of a struggle. And the Chariot, there's forward movement away from the situation into peace and balance and becoming a loving, caring, giving individual. I'm telling you, you got to get away from those toxic situations. You have to get away from those karmics and those karmic relationships. And I'm not saying that anybody needs to go out there and be a home wrecker, because masculine needs to be left to make these decisions and have these evolutions on his own. And I'm not saying anybody should run out there trying to take anybody's daddy out of their home and all that stuff. But if it's a karmic situation and if it's a bad situation, it's not good for the children to see either. It makes both the mother and the father behave in ways that are unattractive and unbecoming of somebody that you want to have to look up to, and that you're setting, you know, an example for your children, to be out here busting out car windows and cussing and screaming and yelling at each other and possibly even putting your hands on each other and fighting. And hearing your one time, this is very personal, and, you know, I apologize to my kids if it bothers them, and I don't know if any of them remember this, but one time, I know a friend of mine does. I was coming home with a friend of mine, a gay friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, and we had been hanging out all day, going to the mall, doing some shopping, and I came home, and as I was coming in the door, I could hear one of my kids ask, you know, "Daddy, where's Mom?" And he said probably out with some guy or something like that. And I'm like, me and my friend just looked at each other on the porch like, did he really just say that? Why would he say that? And I walked in the house, and, you know, it led to a big issue. I said something, "Well, I didn't know." "What do you mean you didn't know? I told you where I was going." What in the heck? Just because you choose not to, I mean, so even if that person is having negative behavior, it's not something that the children need to see. It's something that you need to get them out of that immediately. And you need to know for the future. That child needs to know for the future, because I let all mines know, and still, I don't care what you think of me. I got out of a situation because it was bad, and never should you stay in a situation that is bad. If you see the situation as karmic, it's unhealthy, then nobody, the children, the mom, the dad, nobody needs to be in that situation. So, masculine, you're doing the right thing. And yes, feminine, he may, because it happens sometimes, you know, they backslide. They think, okay, well, maybe I'm messing up, maybe I need to go back, you know, my kids miss me, or my kid misses me, or she's making this very difficult for me, you know, and or you just may even miss, it may be hard. Sometimes we become addicted to a person, like I said, or addicted to the drama. I was told at one point in my relationship that it would have been easier to handle had I yelled, cussed, screamed, and hit my masculine, as opposed to simply talking to him like I was calm. That bothered him. It took him a long time to learn how to cope with my calm. And I was like, what in the world? Because I just want to talk? That you'd rather I scream and yell and cuss? But, you know, we've evolved from that. And so that's not a healthy mindset to get caught in. And a lot of times that's where masculines get caught. You know, you think if that woman's not acting a fool, or that man's not acting a fool, that something is wrong, when actually it's right. Oh, the train. I'm going to pause, and then, because the train is coming, and I'm going to come back and read 3 oracle cards for you. Okay. The train is gone, I hope, because sometimes there will actually be 2. Whew, my rent is cheap, though, y'all. I can still hear it, like, up the road, but it's not, like, right next door outside, so we're going to keep going. I've got the Journey of Love oracle cards here. And as I said, I always do extensive pre-shuffle, but I shuffle a little bit on camera because everybody wants to see, get their energy worked all into the cards. I actually have, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, I have this deck, and I have another set, and I have not decided. I think I'm going to do a giveaway for it, and I have not quite decided how I'm going to do that giveaway as of yet. Okay, so what I do the same thing for my advice oracle cards as I do for my my reading. I do a general card for the overall advice of the relationship. I do a masculine and a feminine. Okay, so we're going to pull a masculine and a feminine and an overall. All right, so we've got heart in the moment. You know, live in the moment. Try to focus on the here and the now, masculine. And try not to, you know, don't keep letting your mind wander into the past. You're entering a time in your life where the past and the future are colliding. See what I'm saying? Exactly. In this present moment, you have a powerful opportunity to decide how you wish to continue in a certain pattern of relating or not. This may mean leaving a relationship or starting a new one, but even if you cannot yet make that decision with peace in your heart, you can still partake of this heart moment and decide how you shall choose to be. Will you speak? Will you choose to let go of shame and criticism, judgment and anxiety, of loss and despair? That's exactly what's going on here. This is anxiety of loss and despair. And, you know, this is over. This is over. This situation with this empress, with this baby mama, this past situation, that relationship is over. It was toxic. That was a karmic relationship going on there. There was pain, and he was just lucky. He's just lucky to have made it this far dealing with this situation. I mean, that's pretty deep. That's pretty deep. Okay? Because clearly she felt superior. She felt superior to him. She treated him like the Page of Wands. So that's how he acted. And that's toxic. She kept him, that keeps you in a juvenile state of mind. That keeps you in a page state of mind. Instead of being able to move up to king status. So let that go. Let that go and move on. Even if it takes you a little while, like I said, and that's what it says here. Will you choose in this moment to trust yourself, even if that trust says you have to wait a little longer before you can make a long-term decision? This is a time where you can alter your future, stepping into a relationship with another, with the divine, and with yourself in a new way. Even the smallest choice for love is a step in the best direction. You have the heart of the divine with you. Okay, so this is saying that your soulmate is here. You know, this balance is here. This is your soulmate. Where you are, masculine, you're just getting... This is a story here. This is your situation. Right here, masculine. You're working on it. You're trying to work on it. And you know you're working on cutting this situation off. And you want to become the King of Swords. And you know, but you're stuck in that Knight of Wands energy, and that's what's keeping you down. That's what's keeping you down. That's what's keeping these swords in your back. But your soulmate has arrived, okay? I don't know if it's you or if it's the cross watcher, but your soulmate arrived. You're going to turn your back and move away. It has beat you up and battered you. You don't even want to go back there. You're moving forward toward your balance, okay? That's your whole story. All right, that's it. So be in the moment. I know it's hard, but have strength. That's why you got strength for the overall of your relationship. Okay, be strong. Don't look back. Live in the moment with your feminine, with that one that you know is right for you. She's telling you, baby, that's not right. Okay, she shouldn't be talking to you like that. You shouldn't be going through that. You shouldn't have to put up with that. You shouldn't have to act that way. There shouldn't be all that argument, that negativity. You know, she should be building you up, not tearing you down to make you a better man. And it's been a toxic situation. It's been a very toxic, hurtful situation. And you just been lucky, basically, so far, not to have a worse outcome to this situation. And you need to cut this off before there is a worse outcome. Because there's swords in your back, honey. Those swords in your back. Get them out. Get those swords out of your back and move toward. Let your soulmate, let your feminine pull those swords out of your back. Okay. So feminine, we have sensual awakening. Sensual awakening. And I believe... Have you been holding back? Have you, because he's in this situation, you don't want to take that next step? Is that what you're doing over there? With the sacred temple of your body. Your soul experiences the vast buffet of life made manifest. Your sensuality is a way for your soul to express appreciation, pleasure, and joy. Your sensuality is much like your creative energy. It needs to be expressed regularly or otherwise can become muffled under a fuzz of too much thinking. You are being called too much thinking. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, feminine. You know in your heart that this is your masculine, and you know what the situation is, what situation he's coming out of and what he's dealing with, and you need to just go ahead. The oracle bring allow your sensual appreciation for yourself and others to flow, and enjoy this unique experience of being a soul awakening in a body. It's all love. The oracle brings you guidance that your sensual nature needs to play, and it doesn't require an external lover to do so, though that is one way, of course. It can be expressed through massage, creating art, spending time, swimming, dancing, you know. And apart from it, will play with what feels good for you and enjoy the indulgence. It will bring you renewed energy. And apart from that, it's fun. Okay, so for right now, feminine, he's fighting a very hard battle. Your masculine is fighting a very hard battle. Keep it light. Adding more pressure to him when he's already dealing with this toxic shit going on up here, this karmic crap that he has stepped in, so he can scrape that poop off the bottom of his shoe, then you need to go ahead and just be there for him. You know, you might even doubt whether you should be being intimate with him at this time. And maybe, you know, you don't actually have to do that if you don't feel comfortable doing that. But if you do, if that's what you feel like, be there for him. Just be there for him, because it's going to happen. This is for you. This is coming for you. You know, this is coming for you. You got the Ten of Pentacles over here. You got the Ten of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles, balance. You can make this happen. This is all in your power. The Sun card. You can turn him into the King of Pentacles. You're the Nine of Cups. You're very nurturing, very nurturing. You're going to have that success, that balanced success. Those people in the background of that card are celebrating. They're celebrating him or her up there on that horse. Because honestly, the hair is short, but it still kind of looks like a feminine jawline. Up there on that horse. That's a celebration going on. You winning, you know? You're winning. Keep your heart pure. Just give all the love that you can. Lend all the love and emotion to the situation that you can. Be there. Comfort him. And if you got to put that thing on him a little bit, have that sensuality, that sensual awakening, and put that thing on him a little bit when he needs it from time to time. Because, I mean, he needs something lighter and happier and positive to know to move toward. Especially when you're coming from this hurt, this pain, and this addiction. This negative drama. This is drama up here. Okay? So next we have intimacy for the overall energy of the connection. Your vulnerability is key to your growing spirituality. Now is the time to share yourself openly without pretense or defensiveness. Let down the barriers that have held you apart from another, from the divine, from the world, and let yourself be held by the experiences of your life without needing to defend against them. Expect nothing and be open to receive everything. Your vulnerability is your way forward. You are learning that you are enough, that you have enough strength card, to truly surrender. You are brave enough to allow yourself to be truly lived by the divine. The message of this oracle is that you have recently opened yourself up in new ways to meet the world and your loved ones. You are considering doing so in order to share something of yourself with another. Do it. Do it. You are ready to be seen and received more than ever before. The message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it is falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You're going through a rebirth, just like a butterfly and a chrysalis. The agony and the delight, the sense of dying and being truly alive can all be held in the serene space of your heart. Surrender to what you are becoming now and know What you are leaving behind is but a shell that you will once have held your fast emerging new self. Okay? I think that says it all. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. This is a wonderful, positive message, Capricorn. Masculine, both of you, masculine, feminine, take your time, nurture each other, love each other. You're going to have your son, feminine, so you're going to win. You're going to be victorious, and you're going to have your son. Just keep offering him your cups of love. You got the 9 of Cups here. And he's going to become that King of Pentacles. You just, nurture him. He's got to move. This is going to take strength. It's going to take patience. It's going to take time. He needs to heal. He needs to heal. But you heal him, feminine, okay? You work with him. You waiting on him. He may backslide a couple times. He may have nights where he doubts that he made the right decision or he worries that he didn't. But bond. Use that intimacy between you. Because that's the one thing that cannot be ignored. It cannot be ignored. And masculine, move on. This is not who you want to be in life. This person that she made you, that you weren't good enough, that's what I'm hearing. You weren't good enough. There are those out there. And they need to heal as well. They need to seek healing for themselves. But that's not your concern. You have to worry about yourself and your future. Because up till now, I don't know what is going on over here. But you've just been lucky. You've just been lucky. This person could do a lot more damage. And I encourage you to get out before that more damage is done. Because several times, do you have these wands behind you, okay? Several times. And then you have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Swords. Get out of the situation. Please, masculine. All right, Capricorns. I don't know, if it's you, the cross watchers, which energy resonated with you. But I hope the message was good and strong for you today. Stick with it, femmes and masculines. Take your time. Heal each other. Love each other. And I love you. See you next time.